And so our story is actually a dialogue today.
Okay.
So it's going to be sort of a little scene.
Okay.
Two people talking, having a conversation. Exactly right. And the first person to speak we see is called Clerk. Now, Clerk is not the person's name. He's not Clerk Jones or Clerk Thompson. Clerk is the person's job. And a clerk is someone who probably works in a store, in a shop, the kind of person who can help you, who can answer questions, who can tell you where to find things. And the clerk, being a good clerk, welcomes the customer into the store by saying, "Welcome to Fran's flower shop."
Oh,
isn't that nice?
Very nice.
I feel very comfortable as a customer now because they said welcome.
Oh, of course.
Come on in.
当然呢
How can I help you?
Yeah, that's right. 一进来一个花店的时候呢，我们看到这个店员当然一定要用欢迎的态度，对不对？这样才有这种服务的热忱嘛。所以一开始我们看到 clerk， 也就是店员，他就要欢迎这个客人来。他说：“哎，欢迎来到。”然后当然他就要接他的那个花店的名字，就是 Fran's Flower Shop， 也就是 Fran 的花店。And who do we have here as the customer?
The customer is a young woman named Lisa. And Lisa says, "Hi, could you help me pick out flowers for Mother's Day?" So there she has a question and kind of a request. She's basically asking for help. She wants help to pick out or to choose some flowers for Mother's Day. A lot of people don't buy flowers very often. So if you want to buy flowers and you want them to be perfect for the event, for the present, you might want to ask for help picking some out, getting the right colors and all that
Unless you're
stuff.
like a flower arrangement
Some
expert.
people do know how to do that, but many people feel a little nervous.
没错，其实一般人当然我们不可能是很会怎么样挑这个花，我们又不是那种专业的，就是想说可以怎么样配花，所以当然一开始这个顾客 Lisa 她进到的花店就要说：“哎，您好，请问可以帮我选这个母亲节要送的花吗？” And she used could to sound more polite.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a reason she's buying the flowers right now. Of course, it's May. Mother's Day is coming up, and it seems that it's soon. We know this because Lisa adds, talking about Mother's Day, it's right around the corner. It's right around the corner.
Right around
you
the
mean
corner.
like Mother's Day is just down the street and turn right?
Sounds like that, but no. Around the
How can a
corner.
day be around the corner?
It has two meanings. Okay. 其实这里呢 around the corner or Mother's Day is right around the corner 其实就是指母亲节就快到了。Around the corner 当然字面上有着这个在转角旁边，其实就是说它即将来临这样的意思。当然我们也可以用在真的是指在某个角落或是附近的意思。For example, I could say something like 7-Eleven is just around the corner.
In that case, you mean it's down the street and turn left or right.
That's right, okay. But of course, we could also talk about an event or something is coming up, like my birthday is around the corner.
There you go.
It's in June, our birthday.
That's right. We both have birthdays in June.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about a time, around the corner means it's coming up soon. When you're talking about a place, then we're talking about turn left, turn right, go straight, that kind of thing. Anyways, back to the dialogue. The clerk then asks, so the clerk knows it's for Mother's Day.
Right.
And then the clerk then asks, what kinds of flowers are you looking for? Because, of course, everyone knows that there are many, many kinds of flowers, different colors, styles, shapes, smells.
People like different colors.
And they do, that's right.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, of course you need to find out. So, 是这个店员当然就是说，因为花的种类太多，还有颜色，对不对？所以当然他要问一下顾客，他喜欢或是要找什么样的花呢 ？So what is she looking for?
Well, Lisa is kind of like me in a flower shop. She doesn't really have a lot of knowledge. She doesn't know a lot about flowers. So when he asks, what kind of flowers do you want? She just says, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a lot of ideas.
I don't have a clue.
That's why I'm asking your advice. Or do you have any suggestions? Right? When you're getting a suggestion. suggestion, you're getting advice.
Very good, OK. 所以当然呢 ，Lisa 就是因为她不知道 ，OK， 看来她可能是在选花上面有一种选择障碍，或是她根本也不知道怎么挑，她就说 ，Do you have any suggestions？ 你有什么建议吗？哎，这句话还要把它记起来。如果有时候呢，你要请求朋友给你一些建议，就可以直接这样子问他们说 ，Do you have any suggestions? Or do you have any advice 也是忠告建议的意思 but notice advice is uncountable. You cannot add s like suggestions here.
That's
can.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we could also, I guess, maybe use the even longer word recommendations.
Ooh.
Do you have any recommendations? Do you have any suggestions? And of course, the clerk, being a good clerk and knowing a lot about flowers, suggests, how about carnations, all right? I mentioned there he suggests it. That's the verb form of a suggestion. So he says, what do you think of, or how about carnations? This is the type of flower that I think is very traditional for Mother's Day, right?
We see carnations a lot.
It's pretty common.
Around Mother's Day time.
Good suggestion.
OK. 所以当然 Clerk 就要走保守路线，他第一个就是推荐母亲节一定要看到的、一定要代表的这个花就是康乃馨，英文就是 carnation。那当然呢，他用的句子就是 How about blah blah blah。When you're giving suggestions， 在给建议的时候都会说怎么样怎么样，如何如何，就会用 How about something something。
Yeah, we could also say, what do you think of, or something like that. And then to explain the meaning of carnations, why we often give them for Mother's Day,
why?
The clerk explains, in some cultures, these flowers stand for a mother's love. So there you go. They are actually used in many cultures around Mother's Day to say, I love you, Mom. Aww. That flower gives that message. Of course, roses are a little bit more for romantic love, like between boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, and wives. Valentine's Day, roses. Mother's Day, carnations, because we're celebrating our mother's love.
Aww.
Love you, Mom.
所以在某一些文化当中呢，大家应该都知道哦，就是康乃馨是怎么样 stand for。我们待会会来解释一下 stand for， 就是象征哦这个母亲的爱哦。But first, let's take a look at this word power word, culture.
Let's have a look at it. That's right. Culture is spelled C-U-L-T-U-R-E, and it's a noun. Okay, culture, as I mentioned, is a noun, and it's also a very big and very complicated word. But basically, culture is all about where you are from, the language you speak, the foods you eat, the holidays you celebrate, even the clothes you wear, the music you listen to, and the stories you are told as a kid. That's what culture is. We can talk about Japanese culture being different from Korean culture, or Chinese culture, or American culture. All of these different parts of the world and the people who live in them, they're different in many ways, not just because of how they look, but more importantly about the way they live their lives. As I said, the languages they speak, the churches or temples they go to, and the foods they eat, these are all parts of the very interesting mix of cultures that we find all around the world. For example, I really love South Korean culture. I listen to K-pop all the time. I really love South Korean culture. I listen to K-pop all the time.
Oh my god, me too. I watch Korean dramas all the time.
And do you listen to K-pop?
Of course.
Ah, wonderful.
And those girl boy bands, you know, really good. Okay, let's take a look at this word culture. 其实就是文化的意思. So when you want to study a language, of course, you need to study the culture too. Okay, 不是只有语言，还有在了解一个国家的文化也是很重要的哦。不过有时候可能会来到一点文化冲击，因为我们可以用 culture shock 来表示 S-H-O-C-K.
Everything's so weird and different.
文化冲击会怕怕 ，OK？ 那刚刚的例句我们提到就是我热爱什么呢 ？South Korean culture 就是南韩文化。那他总是听什么 K-pop 就是韩国流行音乐。All the time 总是这样的意思 And we also saw the phrase stand for Okay, that just means it symbolizes Okay、yeah. 就是有什么象征啊代表着什么这样子的意思
All right, back in the dialogue, Lisa's listening to what the clerk is explaining about carnations and their meanings in different cultures. And it's very interesting. So the customer Lisa says, "That's cool." All right. She's like, "Wow. All right. I didn't know that."
Okay, so Lisa 觉得哇好酷哦。
cool.
And next the clerk explains about what you just mentioned earlier.
That's right, roses. Of course, roses are probably the most popular flower that people
Roses
buy.
are red, violets are blue.
Exactly, as we mentioned, they're for romantic love, so they're often more popular for Valentine's Day. But lots of people, moms included, just like roses, so you can give them almost any time. And that's why the clerk says roses are also popular for any holiday, not just Valentine's Day, but anytime there's a special event.
So yeah, you can't really go wrong with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
roses are good.
所以玫瑰花当然就是 rose。OK， 他们在任何的节庆呢，也就是 holiday， 也都是非常受欢迎的哦。And here we see our next word, holiday.
That's right, holiday. It's a noun, and it's spelled Holiday. Holiday. Okay, a holiday, as I'm sure most of you know, as I mentioned, it is a noun, but it's also a special day in the calendar when many people get the day off. Schools are closed, businesses are closed, workers and students don't have to go anywhere. We have holidays for special events like Chinese New Year or Christmas or something like that. But you can also consider your weekend as kind of a holiday. But generally, holidays are a little bit special because it's a day when normally you would go to work, but because of this day, this special day, this holiday, you don't need to. Great. For example, next Friday is a public holiday. We don't need to go to school. Next Friday is a public holiday. We don't need to go to school.
Whoa, I love holidays!
Yay!
Holiday 当然就是节日啊、假日的意思啊。就像刚刚例句提到的，就是 next Friday 就是下周五是什么 public holiday 就是国定假日，所以就表示我们不用去上学或是不用上班。We don't have to go to work as well. Whoa!
That's nice. We get a 3-day weekend because of that holiday on Friday. Great. Back to the dialogue. Lisa's looking at the roses and she's thinking, and she says, they look nice, but I want to get my mom something less common. True, roses are very popular, but because they're popular, they're a little bit common, aren't they?
They are. Okay. 所以我们看起来虽然很美，可是 Lisa 觉得说，但是她想要送给她妈妈比较少见的花 ，less common.
That's right. Common's a great adjective, spelled C-O-M-M-O-N. Let's find out more. As I mentioned, common is an adjective, and it's very similar to some other adjectives you probably know. Normal, ordinary, standard, usual, things that you find all the time that aren't really special in any way. Common things can be good, but they're not necessarily strange or unusual. They're all the time. They're quite common. For example, in Sweden, cockroaches are not common because it's too cold there. In Sweden, cockroaches are not common because it's too cold there.
Cool. I want to go to Sweden then.
Well,
I hate cockroaches.
Yeah, cockroaches are not common, but snow and ice are very common.
Okay,
so,
maybe not.
Yeah,
Okay, common 其实就是普遍的意思，就是刚刚我们提到的，像是 usual, ordinary, normal， 其实也有这种平常啊、寻常这样的意思，这是个形容词哦。OK， 所以刚刚提到是在瑞典，原来这个蟑螂并不常见 ，they are not common， 因为怎么样？太冷了。Okay, so next the clerk says.
Well, the clerk's moved on to another type of flower and points them out and says, I also have some beautiful bouquets of blue and white irises. Irises, another type of flower.
OK， 所以他们说我们也有这个蓝色啊，以及白色的 irises 花的花束。OK， 那这里提到的 bouquet 就是花束的意思。OK，notice the T is silent.
Yes, it's not a bouquet or a bouquet. It's a bouquet because it's French.
Okay.
Anyway, back in the dialogue, the clerk adds, these flowers are a sign of warmth. Oh, a sign of warmth. You mean the flowers keep you warm?
No, warm 这里是温暖 like the love and the warmth of a mother's love. OK， 所以燕尾花就是 irises， 它是温暖的象征。
Wow, the irises seem to be a hit because Lisa says, my mom loves those colors, the blue and white perfect for my mom. And then she says, I'd like a dozen irises, please. I guess 6 blue and 6 white.
OK， 所以他说我妈妈很喜欢这些颜色，所以她要12朵的燕尾花，麻烦你了。这里呢 ，I'd like or would like, prefer, want， 其实都有我想要什么。OK， why don't we take a look at our magic box to find out more about how to use them?